Dana Williams, I will start with you. Talk about Grow Detroit's Young Talent. Remind us what year we're in for this and what we have to look forward to this year.
Sounds wonderful. Thanks so much, Stephen. So it is an honor to say that this is year 10.
10. Oh my goodness.
Talent program. Incredible. So we have actually done quite a bit, of course, in that time. We've grown from around 5,000 students a summer to now 8,000.
Oh my goodness.
And certainly couldn't do that alone. The Detroit at Work system is so glad to have partners like Shauna, who's here with us, and a host of other nonprofit agencies and workforce development companies that work with us really closely to deliver these experiences to young people. We're glad that this year we're going to be offering a range of experiences, as we always do, that really correspond to a young person's level of work experience, right? So someone who's 14, never been to work, certainly may have a different experience than someone who be 18, 19, or 20, maybe taking some college courses, and who may be on a real, what we call a career pathway job. Those will pay a minimum of $15 an hour. So real work, real money, right? Yeah. This summer. And they're going to have a host of other customized experiences, get some professional development as well, as they always do. So in addition to resume writing and interviewing, some financial coaching. They'll open a bank account, right? We got to make sure young people are ready to receive the funds that we're going to give them. All these wonderful things. So really excited again about this 10th year.
Yeah. Shauna Hayward, talk about how this fits in the kind of broader context of workforce and workforce development, the kind of things that we are always really worried about here in the city, and that we need to be working a lot better.
Right. Well, first and foremost, we want our young people to know that there are resources available to them and that there are a host of connections and opportunities in the city of Detroit, so that we not only grow our talent, but also retain our talent. So they need to understand that there are high growth, high demand sectors here that they can connect with. They can experiment with opportunities that they may be interested in, but don't know too much about. So this just gives them a chance to kind of branch out, test out some things, see what they like, see what they may not like, but also importantly, provide those important connections to caring adults, to like-minded peers, and begin that task of building their skills and their network.
Yeah. So Naima Muhammad, I want to bring you into the conversation here because you're someone who had this experience. Tell me about what you did, what you learned, and how you think of it today.
Yes, absolutely. So I did the program for 3 years, and throughout the different experiences I had, I've learned so much. I actually am now a unmanned aeronautical vehicle pilot, which means I can fly remote drones
oh my
for
goodness.
profit commercially. I had the experience of working for 2 summers with the Tuskegee Airmen because of Grow Detroit Young Talent. I also had the opportunity to go to the GM plant for the electric vehicles, and I was honestly really excited about that because I just love EV and technology. So being able to see what all goes into building the vehicle, as well as I spoke to some people and they actually said that, well, actually, you're not in where they design the vehicles, you're in they build them. So just being able to have those opportunities to have those conversations. And I also, through that experience, there were some people, because, you get that experience and they're excited to have young people that are interested in technology and vehicle designing and things of that nature. They actually did mock interviews with me. They said, okay, if you decided to come here, this is what you need to learn, this is what you need to do, and let's actually sit down and ask those questions that you would get if you were in a real interview with us. So it was really exciting.
So let's go back to the first summer you did this, and maybe that first day at work. Did you know then that you would find a pathway to the thing that you're going to end up doing as an adult?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I went in as, this is a summer job. My mom told me to come. So let's.
So I got to be
something
here,
that's-
right?
Yeah, so let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
But actually going through the summit, meeting different, a very diverse group of young people, even though we were about, about 15 or 16 when I first did it, just hearing some of their backgrounds and what they were actually interested in. There was another young man, he wanted to be a pilot. I'm still in contact with him. He's now in college for it. So he's going to pilot school. And then there were just the different avenues people took, and hearing their stories of how they got to that point in their lives was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So Dana, that's gotta just absolutely warm your heart to hear what a story, right? She starts this at 15 and now is doing something that's related to what you guys gave her an opportunity for.
That's exactly right. I am thrilled to hear stories like what Naeem is sharing with us here today. And that's what we want to do, right? As Shana said, we want to make sure that these young people are connected to the high growth, high demand jobs and the industries that are here, as we know, that are here in Detroit.
Shana, I want to talk a little about the employer side of this as well. Employers are getting quite the sort of lift, I think, and benefit out of Grow Detroit's young talent as well, and the importance, I think, of having that connection between employers that exist in our city and the young people in our city is it's immeasurable.
Yeah, and it's really critical, and it is definitely a two-way street, Stephen. The young people benefit, but the employers benefit just as much from having the young people in those spaces. They change the energy, they bring new ideas, and they also help those employers see the potential that's coming down the pipeline in our young people and what they can bring to the table. So it's very exciting. We just have tons of interest and support. Detroit is such a great city because especially when it comes to our youth, people are ready to get on board to support our young people.
Watch One Detroit, Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.